And welcome everyone to another presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports. And now a quick check of our starting lineups for both teams. And it's going to be the Jazz off the tip. Stockton with it. Stojakovic, 6 to shoot. Here's Harper. Here's Aguirre. The 15-footer. No good on the shot, a bit long that time. Now here's Stockton. And he gets it to go.
Purely from a size standpoint, that is a mismatch that's going to be hard to overcome defensively.
Here's Harper. Pass to Aguirre. We're about 1 minute into the first. Backs him down. Now here's Nowitzki. He's covered by Malone. Nowitzki inside. Off target with the jump hook. And here are the Jazz now.
I was able to talk with Quinn Snyder for a moment.
Stockton left side. Here's Malone. It's rebounded by Dallas.
Well, the effort was there, but he just couldn't quite fight his way through traffic.
About a minute and a half through the first quarter. Aguirre, good. Dallas on defense. Now here's Stockton. Outside, MAVERICKS. Pass to Malone. He's against Nowitzki. Malone right side. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
He's got so much junk in his trunk. He'll find a way to hurt you.
Here in the first quarter with about 2 minutes gone by. Here's Harper. Pass to Harper. Now Bradley. Here's Harper. Just 5 on the clock. Lackman. The jumper from the free throw line is good. Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. And here's Stockton. Stockton left side. Malone. Pocket 6. He's against Nowitzki. Malone down low. It's deflected. Now about 3 minutes gone in the first quarter. Pass to Harper. Nowitzki right side. Nowitzki right side. And it's Dallas with another.
You know, next time he has that much space, he should just go straight up with it and leave the fadeaway at home. Park that fadeaway. Take the shot that's available.
And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter. Pass to MAVERICKS. Up and in on the layup. Here's Harper. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Nowitzki outside. Here's Aguirre. Working inside. Off target with the jump hook. Now MAVERICKS. They double him with Nowitzki. Back to MAVERICKS. It's good, and he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A three-point play chance here. And he's got his first chance at the line here. The Mavericks trailing. Here's Harper. There's a good screen. Nowitzki up top. 4 on the clock. Blackman lets it go with a 3. Aguirre, good. He's got 5.
A wide open 3. They need much better communication defensively.
Here's Mavericks. Maravich left side. No luck.
Terrific job that time defending at the rim. I mean, it's not an easy task stopping that fella when he's headed to the bucket like that. Good job.
Pass to Harper. Nowitzki right side. That one off the back iron and out.
The defense better not make a habit of giving him that shot. I mean, he doesn't miss many of them.
Dantley. Maravich with it. Stockton outside. Stockton right side. And it's good with time running down on the shot clock. Here's Harper, looking for his first basket still in this one. Aguirre, and that one's good.
He's having quite the quarter here, guys. I mean, shooting the ball extremely well.
Here is Maravich. They set the pick. Just 5 to shoot. Picked away. Here's Harper. Pass to Nowitzki. Rejection.
You know, he's been off his game this quarter just a bit. Hasn't been able to get a whole lot to go so far.
Outside, Maravich. Back to Stockton. Now Malone. Malone right side. And that one's good. And the Mavericks call time here. Here's Harper. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. Back to Nowitzki. Pass to Harper. And here is Nowitzki. Shot clock at 6. Here is Aguirre. Charity stripe shot. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation.
Rebounding is going to be the focal point for them in this one, fellas. I can feel it.
And the Jazz making a change here. Utah leading. The finger roll finish at the bucket. And here comes Harper. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've had a number of empty ones, a long time without a basket.
They got to find something, you're right. This one for 3, and he gets it to go. 5 points in the game.
And something else I think of with him is that three-point shot from the corner. I mean, that's his shot. We've certainly seen him drain a bunch of them.
Outside, Maravich. Back to Kirilenko. 6 on the shot clock. Pass to Maravich. Maravich left side. Here's a step back. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks. Here's Harper. He's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. Here's Aguirre. Here's Harper. Here's Harper. Stolen by Stockton. There's the pick. Aguirre grabs the miss. Here's Harper. Lackman. And that misses. That would have put him up.
You know, 9 times out of 10, he's going to knock that one down. He'll spray that one on you.
Stockton with it. Smooth as silk on the finger roll. He's got 6.
Some defensive breakdowns are starting to show up now. Their last 4 buckets allowed have come from very close range.
Pass to Aguirre. It's good. This game is all even.
They're relying on their three-point shooting and getting pretty good results right now.
So it's Utah now. Now here's Stockton. He's got 6. And that one's good.
Took advantage of some shoddy defense there. They've got to at least get a finger on him.
Here's Harper. Pass to Aguirre. And he banks in the layup. He's got 12. Here is Maravich. He's got 5. Utah calls timeout. The Jazz making a switch here. Here is Hayward. Ball stolen. Nash left side. Pass to Kidd. Back to Nash. Pocket 6. And count it. 2 points with a chance for one more at the free throw line. First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. And that one falls for Nash. Utah trailing here. Griffith. And here's Hornacek. Here's Gobert. Stolen by Haywood. 3-on-3. Finley lays it up and banks it in. And so it's Utah here with the ball. Griffin. Now here is Hornacek. Looking to end the run. And the rebound goes to Nash. And here's the break. Outside Kidd. Finley. And he lobs it up to the rim. An emphatic alley-oop jam. Griffin. No good. And we reached the end of the first quarter. Mavericks ahead. Stay with us as we get set to bring you the second quarter right after this. Now the second quarter getting ready to start up. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen here, guys, from the Mavericks. The Mavericks leading. Now Nash. Pass to Chandler. Backing him down. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Count the bucket.
Not trying to rattle any rims or racks there. Just up and in with the finger roll.
Hornacek with it. There's the screen. Here is Hayward. Puts up a 3. Out of bounds. Dallas will take possession. Kidd with it. They lead by their biggest margin of the game, 9. Pass to Nash. Shot clock at 6. Nash left side. And it's Dallas with another. Just over a minute gone here in the second quarter. And here's Hornacek. Here's the screen. Here's Hornacek. The feather touch on the finger roll. Beautiful. Kidd with the bucket.
Well, I tell you what, I need to see some more assertiveness out of these defenders. They're not getting the job done.
And here's Hornacek. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, I mean, a cold stretch offensively. They desperately need a basket.
Here is Hayward. Five on the clock. It's good from inside.
You know, it wouldn't be a bad idea to put an extra body on him, get some help when he barrels his way in close. He's such a good finisher. He needs more than one guy to defend him.
Pass to Nash. Poke loose. Now, here is Hornacek. Here is Hayward. And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. Six to shoot. Pulls up. High post. Again, the Jazz score. And the Mavericks call time here. The Jazz making a switch here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Nash with it. 5 points in the game. Doncic. Fast break. Here we go. Moving it up. Nash outside. Pass to Bradley. They set the screen. He used that pick to perfection.
Boy, that was a rugged screen set there, fellas, and the defense didn't even try to go through that one.
Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played, here's Mitchell. And that's collected by Nowitzki. Nash outside. Doncic. Again, the Mavericks score.
Beautiful feed off the bounce to his teammate there. Nicely done.
Here's Mitchell. Pass to Hornacek. Now Milson. Shot clock at 5. All alone. And the bank shot is good. Now Nash. 5 points in the game. They set the pick. Shoots a 3. Utah with the rebound. Here's Mitchell. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. Pass to Hornacek. Here's Mitchell. Back to Hornacek. Shot clock at 6. Launches a 3. Good. He's got 5.
Boy, I tell you what, he loves getting looks like that from the three-point line. No one near him. That's a warm-up jumper for him.
Doncic. Here's Bradley. Blanketed by the D. He fights to the rim for the layup. Here's Hornacek. He has 5. Pass to Mitchell. Back to Hornacek. Here's Mitchell. 5 to shoot. Hornacek. From deep three-point range. And again, it's the Jazz from deep.
Back-to-back threes for him. The defense is slacking off a little.
Now, here's Nash. He has 5. Gets an open look and hits. He has 7.
Whatever their plan was defensively that time, it didn't work. Not if it results in that shot.
And here's Hornacek. He's got 8. Pass to Mitchell. Back to Hornacek. Now here's Malone. Here's Mitchell. From beyond the arc. Shot denied. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2. That free throw missing. He hits the second from the line. Utah trailing here, and the Jazz call time here. Pass to Hornacek. Here's Mitchell. Here's Mitchell. He hasn't scored yet. That I'm sure will change. And stolen by Nowitzki. Bradley up top. Nash. Six on the shot clock. Mashburn. Mashburn. That's good. Now, here is Hornacek. He's got 8. Outside Millsap. Pass to Mitchell. Now, here is Hornacek. Clock at 6. Here's Mitchell. Fires it up. And they force the shot clock violation. Great team. The Jazz making a switch here. And the Mavericks with possession here. They've led by as many as 11 points. Back to Nowitzki. Pass to Aguirre. Here's Harper. Shot clock at 5. Here is Aguirre. To end the drought. It's blocked. Pass to Harper. Here is Aguirre. From deep. Harper's shot's good. And the Jazz with possession here. 11-point game. Dantley. Into Karl Malone. The layup off target. Here's Harper. They lead by 11, the largest margin of the game. Shot clock at 6. Aguirre. Smooth as silk on the finger roll. He's got 14. Clark, they've been looking out of sync offensively.
You know what? A basket here would do a lot for their confidence.
Pass to Mitchell for the 3. And the rebound goes to Nowitzki. Here is Aguirre. He's got 14. Here's Harper. To the paint. Nowitzki. And it's going to be a goaltending call here, so they'll count the bucket.
He didn't get to that one quite in time, Kevin. Those can be tough to gauge sometimes.
And the Jazz making a change here. A challenging stretch here for Utah. Now Stockton. He's got 8. Outside, Maravich. Pass to Stockton. Outside, Kirilenko. He tries for 3. That drops. And here comes Harper. Here is Aguirre. Here is Aguirre. Here's Harper. 6 to shoot. Aguirre. Pass to Harper. 3-pointer. Another 3 for Dallas. Stockton with it. Outside, Maravich. Shot off the screen. That one goes. Count it. He's got 7.
Great job of utilizing that screen and finding space to knock down the jumper. Good basketball.
Here is Aguirre. He's got 14. Here is Hayward. Pass to Aguirre. Harper. 6 on the shot clock. And no good. Trying to use the gloves.
Awesome defense. I mean, he'll hit those unless you're right in his grill.
Dantley. 7-second difference. Shot and game clock. Stockton outside. And here's Maravich. And it's Harper with the rebound. Pass to Nowitzki. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot. And that concludes the first half. Mavericks ahead. Welcome back, everyone, to the start of the second half. Big margin on our hands, but we'll see if that gap narrows down in the third and fourth quarters. Here are the Mavericks now. Pass to Bradley. Backs in. Takes the 12-footer and hits. He's got 6. And the Jazz with possession here. Down by 15. Outside, Maravich. From the high post. Not enough on that one as it misses.
Well, they've only got a slight edge in rebounding when you look at the numbers, but it certainly feels a lot bigger than it is.
Here is Aguirre. Clock at 6. Aguirre, good.
Boy, I tell you what, he's having one of those days where if he takes it, he makes it.
Second half just getting started. About a minute played. Back to Maravich. Maravich left side. Maravich left side. Stockton outside. Back to Maravich. Takes the three. Dirk Nowitzki with the rebound.
Even against solid defense, he's still going to try to continue to make that shot.
Here's Harper. Back to Nowitzki. Aguirre. No problems knocking that one down. He's got 18.
He's played an important role in their offense today, guys. Without him, they may not be in the league.
Right side, Maravich. There's a screen. Using his post moves to get the 2 points. Here's Harper. 6 points for him. Pass to Aguirre. Here's Harper. From deep three-point range. Shot is off.
This offense's first miss after 3 straight makes to start the second half.
Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. Here's Maravich. And the layup's good off the glass. 11 points in the game.
And something else everybody loves about him is his ability to do the sensational and spectacular. His dunks simply defied description at times.
And the Mavericks call time here. Second half of play, and we're 3 minutes into the third here. Here is Aguirre. 18 points for him. Pass to Harper. Here is Aguirre. Shot clock at 6. Here's Harper. Fader on the way. And Maravich pulls it down. 9 feet out. Now here's Stockton. Guys, they've really built a nice lead here.
And I'll tell you what, I don't see any sign of them slowing down.
Here's Harper.
Give an assist there, not for the pass, but for the solid screen set on the inside that freed him up and made the layup possible.
Second half here. We're just over 3.5 minutes into it. Stockton outside. Out to Maravich. Out of bounds. Dallas takes possession.
Well, that's inexcusable to throw a pass that far off the mark.
Here's Harper. 8 points for him. Pass to Aguirre. 6 to shoot. Point. Here's Nowitzki. And another shot. And the layup is good. He's got 6.
With the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be. Firmly in control of this game.
Stockton. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up. This is his first free throw of the game. And the first one drops. And the Jazz making a change here. And Stockton drops them both. So it's the Mavericks now. Their defense has only allowed 6 points in the second half. Here's Harper. Pass to Aguirre. Here's Harper. Dantley. Back to Stockton. Pass to Maravich. Offensive rebound. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
If you battle for the offensive rebound and come up with it, you're guaranteed a high-quality shot on a follow just like he got there.
Here's Harper. He's got 8. Down low. Aguirre hangs in midair and converts on the double clutch layup. 20 points for him.
Unbelievable shot there. He busted out the trick release and left the defender dazed and confused.
Now here's Stockton. And the basket good. 6 points for him.
One of the reasons they're behind is because we haven't seen enough of that. He needs to become a bigger part of the offense.
Here's Harper. Pass to Aguirre. Harper. Here's Harper. From deep. The shot no good.
He just has not been able to get into that groove yet, guys. But as a whole, it hasn't affected them too much.
Now here's Stockton. 10 points for him. Back to Maravich. Fades. Another shot. And that's 2 points on the layup.
Guys, he's actually indefatigable. He never gives in, never gives up on a play, and that's what it takes to be a great offensive rebounder. You've got to be relentless.
Here is Aguirre. 20 points for him. Blackman. And it's off the back rim. No good. And here's Stockton. Pass to Maravich. Right side, Maravich. That's good. He's got 13.
You know, they'll want to generate more of those shots in tight, guys.
Here's Harper. He's got 8. Here is Aguirre. Here's Harper. There's the 3. That's good.
And this is someone that can really hurt you from long range. He did that to a degree in the first half, and he's doing it now.
And here's Stockton. He's got 10. Pass to Maravich. It's stolen by Bradley. Here's Harper. He's got 11. Aguirre. The putback. And Utah has possession. It's a 16-point game. Now Maravich. He's got 13. And here comes the break. Blackman. And he finishes the break with a lay-in. He's got 7.
The defender a little hesitant to offer resistance as he bursts to the hoop.
And here's Maravich. Stockton outside. Here's Gobert. Pass to Maravich. Just 5 on the clock. Dantley. And that one's good. Here's Harper. To the middle. Bradley. Blackman. Blackman. Banked in off the glass. He's got 9. Stockton with it. He's got 10. And blocked. And here we go. All going up court. They really want to find that igniter here.
Yeah, that's right. Kevin, the offense has basically been running in place.
They're going to get going. And the officials call goaltending, so they'll award the basket.
He got there late, but you do have to like the aggressiveness to go after the block. But that one's going to count.
So Utah going with an almost entirely new group here. Outside Kidd. Back to Nash. Bradley makes the lead pass, and he gets it to go. 6 points for him.
Those defenders look like they're out of gas. I mean, they're getting pushed around on the low block.
Now, here is Hornacek. Back to Hornacek. Shot clock at 6. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires. Nash outside. Pass to Kidd. With the lead pass. Good. 8 points for him.
And now we can see them really working it inside.
They set the pick. Griffin. Jeff Hornacek on the wing. Clock at 6. Here is Hayward. From deep three-point range. Sinks it. What range from outside. Wow. And here's Nash. With the fadeaway. Can't connect. And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. And thanks again for joining us. Let's see what happens here in the fourth. On offense, here are the Jazz. Trailing by 17. Griffin. That one a little long. And here comes Kidd. Mashburn. It's going to be a goaltending call here, so they'll count the bucket.
He thought he had that one clean, but the ref saw it differently. They'll count the basket.
Outside Kirilenko. The finger roll finish at the bucket.
Brought back the finger roll. That's a nice finesse move to pull off with the defense all over him.
And here comes Kidd. Nash right side. 1 minute now into this fourth quarter. Here is Hayward. Just 5 to shoot. Here is Hayward. Nash beyond the arc. And he gets the bucket.
That shot becomes effortless for him when the D is so relaxed. They got to get more intense.
Now Stockton. Back to Kirilenko. Puts up the baby hook. And again it's Utah. And it's the Mavericks with the ball. We're just over a minute and a half now into the fourth. Back to Kidd. The feather touch on the finger roll. Beautiful. Here is Hayward. Pass to Stockton. 6 on the shot clock. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time.
Boy, that was a terrific steal there. Is there anything they haven't done well today?
And the Mavericks making a change here. And here is Kidd. Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. Back to Bradley. And it falls over the rim and in.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Here's Stockton. To the inside. And It's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
And also, he's one of those guys who can cover 94 feet in the blink of an eye and often does, with or without help on the break.
Free throw good, Stockton. And Stockton drops them both. Now the Mavericks with it. Outside Kid. Doncic. No luck. Around 3 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. Here is Hayward. Pass to Stockton. Here is Hayward. Clock at 6. Out of bounds. Dallas will take possession. And it's the Mavericks with the ball. So far in the fourth quarter, they've allowed just 6 points. Here is Hayward. Pass to Kidd. Another 3 for Dallas.
Another pass put right into the shooter's pocket, right in the shooting pocket for a terrific assist. They've done a lot of that today.
Now here's Stockton. Five on the clock. Poked away. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. And the Mavericks making a change here. Here's Dallas. They lead by the biggest margin of the game, 23 points. Pass to Bradley. Backing in. 14 feet away. Cannot hit.
You know, that mid-range jump shot is not his strong suit, even when he gets a good look like that.
Outside Kirilenko. Here is Hayward. Back to Kirilenko. Outside for Stockton. Shot clock at 6. And that one's good. Here's Kidd. Pass to Bradley. Right side Bradley. Right side Bradley. Finley. Blocked. Here is Hayward. A putback. Slams it home for the putback. And he uses the glass on the layup.
He hasn't really done much on the offensive end, but he's worked within the team concept to help them get the lead. He's done some other things other than scoring to help his team get the lead here.
Stockton outside. Pass to Kirilenko. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Griffin. Kidd grabs the board. Doncic. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
Guys, good job working it down low and getting a high percentage look there. That's good basketball.
Here is Hayward. Griffin sinks it from just inside the baseline.
Boy, really nice job to take what the defense was giving him there.
Pass to Kidd. Doncic. No good with the layup. Back to Kirilenko. The lead pass was put in just the right spot.
You know, that's a case there, Kevin, of him making a pass to a spot, and then he let his teammate run right into it. Well executed.
Now here's Kidd. Pass to Bradley. Backing down. Back to Kidd. 6 to shoot. Left side, Bradley. Left side, Bradley. Releases from 15. And Dallas again with the bucket. And here's Stockton. Back to Kirilenko. Pass to Stockton. Now Kirilenko. That is good.
You know, he's knocking down his shots today, but it hasn't really translated to the scoreboard yet.
Pass to Nowitzki. And the officials call goaltending, so they'll award the basket.
He almost got to that shot in time, but not quite. You can't touch the ball once it's on the way down.
And the Jazz making a change here. Stockton outside. Maravich with it. Here's Malone. A second chance effort. Dantley. And here comes Harper. Pass to Bradley. Right side Bradley. Shot is off. Now Stockton. And it's Harper with the rebound.
When he's wide open like that, he'll rarely miss those.
Here's Aguirre. Here's Aguirre. Shoots a fader and misses it off the right side of the rim. Pass to Maravich. There's the pick. Loses his man off the screen and lays it up and in.
4 of their last 5 makes came off of a high-quality shot inside.
Trying to add a few more points to their lead.
Simply need to just stay the course, Kevin. That's it.
It's been a good course so far.
Yep.
Stockton with it. Dantley. Shot from 12. Here's Harper. Pass to Aguirre. Now here's Bradley. Just 5 to shoot. High post try. And all around the rim that time before dropping in. And here's Maravich. Takes a shot at the elbow. Buries the jump shot. Here's Harper. Inside. Aguirre. And it's going to be a goaltending call here, so they'll count the bucket.
He got there late, but you do have to like the aggressiveness to go after the block. But that one's going to count.
So Utah ends up going with the new group. Pass to Hornacek. There's a good screen. Here is Hayward. Back to Hornacek. Here's Mitchell. Trying his luck deep. That's good. Here's Kidd. There's the block. Goes back up. And he sinks the layup. Here's Mitchell. Pass to Hornacek. Here's Mitchell. Here's Mitchell. They grab their own miss. Comes up empty down low. Now here's Kidd. Six on the shot clock. Mashburn. And it's Dallas with another. Pass to Hornacek. Here's the screen. It's good. So we see the Maverick